Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. So we are cracking on. Obviously yesterday, if you've been following along, if you haven't done, go check out the last video because we got the engine in. Me and Scotty stayed here till late, chucked it in. Obviously before that we built it and it is ready to rock and roll. If you haven't been following along as well, it's now got a fully forged pistons and rods, balanced crank, extended crank collar. I'll run through it all in after, and then obviously all the other intake and manifold we've wanged on already. So I think my breeze block mod to keep the black bags in because it started raining literally just as we finished last night. But yeah, we need to get all the rest of it plumbed in. Need to get the gearbox mounted to the car, prop shaft in, gearbox oil in, engine oil in, intercoolers on, headlights. So let's get cracking. Obviously we'll be getting it finished today. Hopefully we got the whole of the day. It's 8:30 I think now, so we got until like it gets dark about 10:30. So we've got till 10:30 tonight to get it finished. Hopefully it don't take that long and we can actually go for a drive today. Imagine that. But it is a lot of work. Got to put all the fuel lines in and stuff, and well, all the fuel lines are in, the injectors, everything, basically everything. Let's get it done. Right, let's get it unwrapped. Hopefully it didn't get too wet. I mean, it's mostly sealed, but we've still got like the throttle body and all that, you know, open. We didn't scratch the valve covers up, which is a plus. That's what we wanted to see. No scratchies. Oh, we got a little scratch over here. We'll repaint them again one day. Okay, first things first, we're going to try and get the gearbox mount on. 4 bolts. I'll put some copper grease on them, make it a bit easier. And this is the gearbox, sorry, this is a prop shaft mount, which we also need to get on. So once that's in, the main of it will be done, then that's just exhaust underneath, and that's pretty much it other than putting the sump on. Oh, yeah. The hardest bit I believe is done now. I won't say that yet, but props on, and the gearbox mount is on. So we are pretty much, other than the exhaust and the clutch mast and the clutch mast over there, we're done underneath. So I can do the clutch from the front, so I can jack it up from the front, which is easier because this is well sketch breeze blocks. And I have to do the exhaust actually. Should I put the exhaust on now? Should I take that cat off? Get that cat off and put the decal on straight. Might as well do it now, won't I? Right guys, progress. We've got all the power steering pump and all that, and all it plumbed in. Power steering reservoirs in. Put the viscous fan like mount bit there, bolted it in. Done all the wiring, not plugged it all in yet because don't really know where it goes. But I've got the downpipe on, 3/4. Can't get that last bolt there on the end to go all the way in because it's a right dodgy angle, but the other two are in. What else? Oh, I may have messed up with not putting the sump on before we put it in the car because it's very, very tight. I don't know why. I thought there'd be a lot more room. Plus with the oil pickup, I just put the oil pickup on then. Look how tight it is to get underneath the subframe. I don't know if that'll go. I don't think it will, you know. That's what I'm going to do now. I'll try and get it in without bending the oil pickup and all that, but mistake. Big mistake if I can't get it on. Damn. Let's have a go. Right, can't get the sump on when it's in the car. Good thing to know if you ever do this, don't put the RB25 in the car without having the sump on it, because I thought you could do it, you know, in the car, but there's no room. So what I'm going to do, I've bolted the gearbox and that down now, so I don't know how far the engine will lift up, but I'm going to lift it up just as much as I can without obviously breaking stuff, I hope. And hopefully I can get the sump on that way, else well, it's the engine out job, isn't it, pretty much? Disconnect the gearbox and stuff again. I don't want to do that because that was a pain in the ass, so wish me luck. I am victorious. It was a right mission. Obviously I've jacked the engine up a little bit, didn't have to disconnect the gearbox or anything. Right, I had to take off these lower control arms, well, not take them out completely, take the bolts out to get to the anti-roll bar bolts which are underneath that, which is really stupid. And then drop the anti-roll bar, because that was what's in the way of getting it up. And now we can bolt him on. But I am very sweaty, dehydrated, and need a drink, so now I know I can get it on. I get that bad boy on, put the anti-roll bar back on, put the lower control arms back on, and then continue. Oh, I need to also put gasket sealant on the Sump, because I can't just put it on like that, can I? I ain't got a gasket, because I didn't get one, but everyone seems to just use gasket sealant, so that's what I'm going to use anyway. But drink first. Sump's on, all the bolts on. Never do your Sump in the car. Definitely. I can't get that bolt into that lower control arm at the minute. I think it's because it's jacked up and all diagonal. I think when I drop it, I'll jack it up from the middle and hopefully everything levels out and it'll go in. That's the plan anyway, so we'll leave that till later. I've put the, you see it there? The oil, head drain return back to the going into the Sump from the rear back of the head that we fitted. That's in, so the Sump's in and the head drain's in. Bosh. Right, what are we doing next? I don't know, we'll figure it out. Scotty's arrived. I gave him the task of trying to get that bolt on the downpipe that I didn't get on. Yeah, I've had a few things in the eye. I've got the throttle body on and the throttle cable. Oh, mate, but I think I need to adjust it because it's a bit tight. But other than that, we're alright. Alternator's plugged in, got some more things plugged in at the front. Yeah, cracking on.
How did you even get this on?
I don't even remember. I use the impact. We've got the belts on, nice new ones, all nice and taut. Just done the starter motor, connected that up. Now I'm going to wang the 1000cc injectors in here. I mean, I was supposed to have 1000s in before, but he put them in when he done the tune, and he said that it didn't run right, it misfired with the 1000s, so he put the stock ones back in and it ran alright, but it was still misfiring now and again. Obviously that was to do with the pistons, we're assuming, so we'll put the 1000s in now, and hopefully the car runs all good with them. Let's wang them in. All you got to do is take these bolts, these screws off, and then these caps come off, and then you just pop them out. Simple as that.
Yeah, I've been running and running to keep it 100, it's all that I wanted, but lately I don't get the stomach. The higher the summit, the harder the plummet. They know me all over this planet. I'm just a man and I can't understand it. Proud that I win and I did it myself. Probably wouldn't if I got the help. Hearing subliminals all on myself. Feel like I'm breaking, I'm falling to hell. Told me I'm sick and I tell her, oh well. Rather be dead than to know that I failed. Live for the chase, life is a race. I'm out of space, I'ma get on my face. I got a taste, want the whole plate. Finna get laced if you step out of place. Like, first off, you don't run nothing. All talk and your team bluff it. My squad, we all dream crush it. We ain't rushing, no discussion. All I know is us made for this. Paid for this, yeah, slave for this. Getting down and I'ma get it right.
Right boys, we are cracking right up. We have got all the intercooler piping on, intercooler on, other one on as well. Oh, we need to plug that tube into the bottom of that intake pipe, I forgot about that. All the fuel lines on, all the injectors in, power steering's all hooked up. So yeah, starter motor's all hooked up. We need to, we were in a plug that I snapped off the cable. We need to get underneath, wang some gearbox oil in the gearbox, wang some engine oil in the engine, wang some coolant in the radiator, power steering and power steering fluid, and then start it up. Easy. Right guys, we have filled up the gearbox oil with the old dodgy pump. Where do you put it, Scott? The pump. Well, anyway, the oil pump. Well, basically we used the hand pump thing. Don't we? Always put it to fill up the gearbox.
Oh, it's
bang in.
Over there.
All right. We've done the upper radiator hose. Scotty's on the bottom one now.
That bottom one don't seem like it's on it properly.
That'll be alright. If it leaks, we'll move it. But yeah, radiator we're going to put coolant in now, then engine oil. We should be pretty much good to crank it over. We're not going to start it, obviously we can get all the oil flowing first into everything it needs to be in a couple of times, get oil pressure, and then start it.
Down and I'ma get it right.
Right, guys, we are coolant it up. We're gearbox oiled up. We're about to stick some braking oil. Oh, competition running oil as well, you know, race car. Chuck that in it. Crank it over.
Good luck.
Bit concerned.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Down and I'ma get it right. Dead on sight like.
I'm not going to start, but hopefully. Oh, alarm's gone on again, took too long.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could take a while, but
Yeah. Ooh.
it sounds like that sometimes when you just had a fresh reboot.
Yeah.
Right, isn't it?
Yeah. You got a green light now as well. Green light's gone. Back. Go on then. Got it. Yes, baby. She is alive. You can hear it getting back going into the thingy top edge. Got some smoke there. moisture in the exhaust. Turbo.
Yeah, I think it's lower. Oh, it's in that downpipe.
The downpipe.
Downpipe, a new fix, not?
I did say it wasn't done tight enough. It's getting smoother.
Right guys, there we go. Finally, the engine is running. All I had to do basically was the spark plugs. That's why we were cranking it, just turning over and it wasn't firing. Change the spark plugs for some old ones. Need to get some new ones really, but it started obviously. It needs to be running a bit, but we ain't got time. It was like 11:30 when we were doing it, so you know the missus was moaning. Too noisy. The neighbours were probably as well. But I'm gonna wake up nice and early tomorrow morning. Get the bumper on, the headlights on, get the end. It's got an exhaust leak from the downpipe, which we need to tighten up because it's quite bad. And hopefully, when it runs in a bit more, it'll stop misfiring and stuff, and get all the oil around everywhere, and the tapping will stop because of the hydraulic lifters will get oil in them, and I'm all gravy. And I'll see you at BHP tomorrow. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.